Hi, happy Monday. Anthony Special here with Special Analysis on Editing on the Edge of the Market. I hope you had a wonderful week and I hope you enjoyed your time spent well with your family and friends. We're going to jump in today. It is Monday. This is what we normally start our week off with, and that is with our weekly major market update. And simply what that is just looking over the broader markets briefly. All of this is posted and available for you to follow on my TradingView account, which I'm going to show you as well. This way it's here for your entire reference throughout the entire week, and I update these charts every single weekend, so they are fresh and ready for you to use them come each and every Monday. So let me jump in real quick. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. I'm going to open up my screen here. First things first, to find all of these charts, you need to go to TradingView.com. I believe you can open, if you do not have an account with them, I believe there are free accounts that you can open with them, or as little as $9.99 a month. It's very, very inexpensive, very powerful platform to share a ton of information on. And everything that I post, whether it's a trade idea or an analysis idea, is all right here for you. And every time I do send out a new posting, you get an email notification. So you're notified right away that, hey, Special Analysis has found this to be a good idea, or he has analyzed that and he's sharing that with the public. So you can have access to all this information any time of the day. You can find me also at any of my social accounts here as well. So that's all here for you. But looking in, you can see I have a Netflix trade idea, a Google, a Boeing, dollar index, Bitcoin. All the stuff we're going to cover today is all right here for you. And you can come in at any point in time and take a look at it. It is completely free and open to the public for you to do so. So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at our major markets. What are our major markets? Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, Russell 2000, crude oil, gold, Bitcoin, US dollar index. Those are the major markets that we're going to cover, and we cover on a weekly basis. What you see in front of you is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You can see we penetrated this support area here on Friday. Really wouldn't need a little more follow through to consider taking a short. As we open here Sunday evening, you can see we're retesting it. So we're going to see what this week entails, but if we continue to close below the blue channel here, every bit of 31,800 is not out of the question to be attained in the next, let's say, week or two at the very, very most. We'll see what happens. So we cross this threshold here. We're retesting it currently, and we'll see if we get some follow through. Obviously, there's some volatility in the market. Obviously, there's some geopolitical tensions going on. Obviously, there's some inflation issues. These are all things that we've talked about for weeks on end. I don't need to dive into each and every one of them. NASDAQ. We do have an active short idea on the NASDAQ as an indice. We indicated a confirmation and a short entry at 13,350. We have a stop loss, meaning if this trade goes bad on us, up at 14,300, and we have a target at 12,475. So, the price action has broken. It retested resistance, tested resistance, tested resistance, tested resistance, continues to fail as it tests that resistance channel, which it confirmed on for us. So that is a good sign that this trade will likely continue to follow through for us and move towards the direction of our target, which again we have indicated at 12,475. So that is working, and we are happy when things are working. Yes, S&P 500 E-mini futures. So similar to the Dow, we had the break. We did not get enough of a break to get the confirmation that we were looking for like we had on the NASDAQ. So we're waiting to see what transpires. As long as we continue to close below the teal line, testing the orange channel or black channel in the near future is not out of the question. S&P 4000 is totally attainable in a very, very near term. So we'll see what happens. If you look at the orange channel, you can see, we have been descending since the start of the year, and that just tells us that we are in essentially a down market, a market that is traveling in a bearish notion. Have we fallen off the cliff? Absolutely not. But the reality is that our highs are getting continuously lower, lower, and lower. So what that means is we're in a downward market. We need to prepare for this. We need to protect ourselves. We need to be on the right side of trades. So it's happening. We just need to acknowledge it, and we need to work with it. Russell 2000. had a good break here, looking to test this orange channel, this extension of support. We should see that probably in the coming days. Broke the teal line, kind of retested it right here, confirmed that this is good resistance. So looks like we're going to find support, hopefully, somewhere in the 1825, 1820, 1830-ish. And we'll see what happens from there. We definitely have more support below that. If we break right through that, then we have below that 1776-ish roughly for our next support level. And that is descending, meaning as time goes on, it continues to go lower. Again, guys, the reason I publish all these for you for free so that you can access them on TradingView is so that you have a reference to all these key points throughout the week. Now, I know some of you are swing traders, some of you are option traders, some of you are day traders. The best I can do is for all of you, and that you all have value in this, is to give you the analysis. The way you apply that analysis to your particular, approach and trade plan is completely up to you. I can't define that for you. But when there are trading opportunities, of course, I'll share them to you when they meet my personal criteria. But beyond which, this information is valuable for you in the sense of which direction and which time frames you are trading. You should be aware of where these key areas of support and resistance lie. Crude oil finding some strength on the back end of last week. Really need to punch through this area here. Next bit of resistance that we'll be looking for would be about 115. So that's what we're looking for on crude oil. If we can continue to get some strength here and push above. Again, this is being added by geopolitical tensions. This is definitely propping this up. You can see this was the knee-jerk reaction of the Russian invading Ukraine. You can see now we've gone into this compression pattern. So basically, essentially what we're waiting to do is break out of this compression pattern, whether it's to the upside or the downside, irrelevant which direction, we just need it to break. So as soon as it breaks, hopefully we're going to have another leg of activity that we can take advantage of. Gold futures settled below two key areas of resistance right here, which are at least now serving as resistance. So we'd have to break these two lines here, these two channel structures, in order to get back up higher. You can see we tested it on Friday, we failed, and we've kind of rolled over. So what that's telling me is that we may see gold, press towards the 1855, 1856 area, from where we currently stand. There's nothing here that leaves me with actionable information based on the closing price. So I'm not recommending placing a trade at this time, but I'm just surmising what I believe may happen. So do what you will with it, but again, be conscious of the areas of support and resistance. They are going to play factors in the way price action moves. Why do I think gold is not getting as much attention as it should, especially in a down market? Because I think a lot of it has gravitated to the dollar index. The dollar index, if I wheel this out for you, you can see is just completely roared all the way to its all-time highs. So I believe that gold is not getting as much attention because the dollar index is in the spotlight at the moment. You can see we've literally retouched. Here's 2017 all-time high. Here's 2020 right before COVID all-time high. This is right before the crash. The COVID crash, right on the back of it. Yeah. So there's COVID. And here we are again. So what does this mean? I don't know. We're going to find out. But you can see looking back, I mean, this is a significant area here, for the dollar index. And I think that this has been in the spotlight in all honesty. Bitcoin has remained reactive to the area which we had indicated would likely be support, and that's kind of what we have right here. So see support. We had a target here. It broken our target, really tested that support channel line. We had an idea to short in this area. This was a confirmation. This would be where our stop was placed, and you could see that price dropped, retested, and then had actually filled our target objective. So Bitcoin did what we anticipated it to do. At this point, we're waiting for it to do something else. I mean, it's basically just currently sitting and it has for about the past week or so fluttered around this area of support. It has not offered us any actionable information, just quite yet. So we're just watching it closely, and we're basically again going to see what it does, and from that point we will attack it as we do everything else. So guys, that kind of wraps up this week's weekly update. This is our Monday weekly major market update. I appreciate your time and taking the opportunity to let me share all this with you. If you're enjoying these videos, if you're finding value, if you've made a trade and you've had some success, if you're following along on a simulated account or getting interested or getting excited about the market, you should be, because there's a lot of great opportunities that the market presents that are literally at your fingertips. All you need is a computer and a brokerage account, and you can do some really incredible, amazing things for yourself, for your family, for your future. So if you're enjoying these videos, if you find value, if you like them, if I am ever so slightly entertaining, I would appreciate it if you could do me a favor below the video, like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. As you know, I do all of this for free, and I will intend to do all this for free as long as I'm physically and mentally able to do so. That is my intention, is to offer you all the best of what I have here, and let you learn and grow and prosper, because it was something I didn't have when I was doing learning and coming up into this business. So if you could like it, share it, subscribe to it, the YouTube channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Share it with anyone who you think could find value in this. I'd love to work with them. And if you have questions, comments, or concerns, info@specialanalysis.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have a chat. And that's it. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I will talk to you again tomorrow.